What's up, guys? It's Chad here with Malevolent Gaming, here bringing a deck profile. We got our team member and one of our captains, Evan Pounce.
What's going on, guys?
So Evan, what'd you do and what'd you play today?
We've been playing a lot of fun decks lately, so we don't have any regionals. Well, we didn't have any, but now we've got one coming up. But I've still been playing some fun decks, and today just stopped playing Herald of Perfection.
Oh my gosh. So, why did you pick to play this cancerous of a deck?
You know, I'm going to be honest with you, I was going to make something else last night, and I just got a little too lazy. And I literally just went into a box that had different partially built deck cores, and this was the one I picked up. So I just kind of tweaked it today, put in some newer cards, because I haven't played it in probably close to 2 years, so it's been a while.
Nice.
But I've always liked the deck, and I've always liked Herald Perfection. It's just one of my favorite looking ultis. So,
it's a damn good card too.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not
Infinite
bad.
negates if you got the cards for it.
That's true. But,
So,
but yeah, it was a fun day, fun for me at least. I don't know about certain Dino players I played against.
Yeah, he got smacked around. He sucks.
Yeah, he sucks. He's
So, all right, you want to get into it?
yeah, let's do it.
All right, man.
All right, so main card, obviously triple Herald of Perfection.
Those are pretty.
Yes, very nice, and he does some good stuff. So basically, when your opponent activates spell, trap, or monster effect, you can discard a fairy, negate, and destroy it. So pretty strong. Really, one of the reasons I stopped playing this before was because True Draco was really popular at the time, and all their traps didn't. This couldn't stop their traps in grave. So. I got a little frustrated after a while, and that was the reason I quit playing it. But,
right.
But yeah, we don't have a whole lot of True Draco here at our locals, so figured why not.
Nice.
So yeah, that's the main guy. Then we've got 3 Benten. So this is arguably one of the best cards in the deck. When you tribute it, you can search out a light fairy from deck to grave. Depending on what your hand is, depending on what the board looks like, you can search a lot of different things.
Right.
But yeah, and this is...
I did notice every time I looked over, you were playing, you had that card in your hand every time. Even not even searching it, you were just top decking it. You're a god.
I don't know what to tell you. I got lucky, I guess. And then we've got pretty standard stick and chair.
So what do these do?
So you normal summon the stick, and you can search out a Star Seraph. Generally, what you want to do, if you have 2 of these in hand, you normal summon, and then you're going to go Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. When a Star Seraph is normal or special, you can special summon this from your hand. So you're going to special this, draw a card, and then you're going to resolve this, adding another one of these, and then this is going to trigger, and you're going to special it, draw another card. So you're going to get the 2 free draws, and then you've got enough for, you can either link away, you can make an Ouroboros. You got a lot of options there, but
Sound like dangers almost, eh?
I mean, in a way, yeah, I could see that. You do a lot of drawing, you get free bodies, but yeah, very, very good. I know not everyone plays it these days, but I don't know. I guess it's a nostalgic thing for me. I think they're still pretty decent. And then we've got 3 Manju.
That's a staple in every ritual deck.
Yeah, so still a really strong card. I mean, being able to search out any ritual monster, any ritual spell, it's just pretty much free. There will be a lot of times where you'll get these really weird hands where you're just like 1 piece off, and Manju will really get you there. So,
Right.
So 3 Manju. I was running 2 Gale Dogra today.
Interesting.
Yes. So for the longest time I was running 3. But or at least the last time I was playing it, I was running 3. So if you don't know what he does, you pay 3,000 life points, and you can send an extra deck monster from your extra deck to your graveyard. So usually what you want to do, you want to send the Synchro, the Herald of the Arclight. That gets you a ritual monster, ritual spell. Just everything in here is pretty much, like just some sort of like combo starter or extender.
Right.
And I didn't really like 3 of this guy. I don't know, I just felt like I was debating between 3 of that or 3 Manjus, and I ended up going with 3 Manjus just for the simple fact that even though this can technically get you 1 more card,
right.
After I get Herald on board, I'd rather have 1 of these. Like if I get stuck with 1, I'd rather have 1 of these than 1 of these.
Right.
This obviously can't negate anything.
Right.
So just from that standpoint, I decided to go with 3 Manju and 2 Gale Dogra. And it worked out pretty well today. And the last monster, Christia.
Oof.
So this card can definitely just win you a lot of games. Plenty of games I would end up with this Christia. Sometimes I'd have like a Deco Talker.
Just for the power up or what?
Well, just my thinking was being able to just like have that extra protection. and you have to link off. Usually you'll have like the stick and chairs,
Right.
and you'll have to link them away into something, obviously.
To get the fairies in the grave.
Right. You have to have exactly 4 for this. So if you didn't know what this guy does, by the way, I should have explained that. If you have exactly 4 fairies in your grave, you special summon him, and then on the summon you grab one of the fairies back from graveyard to hand. And then I believe it never came up, honestly, because most people just scooped. But yeah, if you step from field to grave, you put this back on top of your deck instead. And the main part, neither player can special summon monsters. So
yes,
just a 2800 Vandy's Emptiness. It's really, really strong. So that's it for the monsters. We got a lot of spells.
Yes, we do.
We got 3 pre-prep. If you don't know what it does, add a ritual spell from deck to hand and then a ritual monster that's listed on it. So just a nice +1. The best card in the deck, in my opinion. This got me there so many times. And then we've got 3 Preparation Rites, another card that just really gets you there. Sometimes you'll open up with the ritual spell for Herald, but you need that Ben-10,
right? Or
you're just or you have the other way around. You need the Herald. And we've got 3 of the ritual spell, Dawn of the Herald. So what you do with this, you use it to ritual summon, obviously. But when you tribute Ben-10, what you do, you tribute, and then you go Chainlink 1 Ben-10, which is a Search a Light Fairy, and then Chainlink 2 Dawn in grave. What it does in grave, you can banish it and add one of the monsters that you tributed back to your hand.
Nice.
So you're going to get the free search with this, and you're getting this back to hand. So
essentially, it's a +2, +1.
It's really, really strong, honestly. Very good.
Can that card actually make the ultimate Herald Perfection?
This card, no. The
that one
ritual
can't?
Spell is no. They have their individual.
They have their own individuals.
This one's just for Herald of Perfection. And Ritual of Ultimateness has its own.
Okay, I felt that was a question to ask for newer players in case they wanted, get the 2 mixed up.
For sure. Then we've got 3 Ritual Sanctuary. So this is the field spell of the deck. I've seen some people recently that haven't actually played this, and I can understand why, but I think it's just really strong. It's just, dumb not to, in my opinion. So what you do with this on the field, you discard a spell card, and then you can add a ritual spell or a ritual monster from your deck to your hand. Light ritual monster.
Right.
And then it has a second effect that you can shuffle spell cards from your graveyard back into the deck, and then basically for every spell card that you send back, you can special summon a monster with that level from your graveyard. So
interesting.
And you play so many spells, it's really easy to load up your grave. There are a lot of times if they somehow get over this, you can just put 6 back into your deck and bring this guy out. A lot of times I'd have a chair in hand, and I would end up spinning back 4 spells from grave to the deck, bring this guy out, and then you just do the stick chair combo again.
And then you're just replenishing your resources and drawing cards.
Really
right on. That sounds really good. That's broken.
It's a very, very good field spell. If you decide to play this deck, you need to play this. And
you heard it from the man.
Yes. Then we got 1 Terraforming, obviously, to search it out.
Right.
And I played 3 Call by the Grave. A lot of the builds that I were seeing weren't playing this, and I don't really understand why. I think it's just too strong not to. You add so many things that can be ashed.
Right.
This is another one of those cards that really gets you there.
So if you were running this card, what else would you run in replace of it? Like Gamma or what?
Honestly, if you weren't gonna run this, I would just try to add more fairies in there. Or more combo starters. Maybe throw in another Gale Dogra. Older builds, I was playing like Ties the Brethren, Light Barrier Statue. You play Honest. That's one card I wasn't
That's one
playing,
really good card.
Which I wish I would have played it today. I didn't think it'd come up. My thinking was I'm gonna establish my board. You're not gonna be able to get a big monster that can beat over my stuff. I'm not gonna need the Honest.
Right.
But I played against an Orcus player today, and he made the vanilla Link 3 Tenyi.
Okay.
And it's 3,000 attack. So he just beats over my Herald of Perfection, and I actually struggled to get over it. I didn't see it coming. I don't think most people who play Tenyi would see it coming. It was an interesting tech, but you know, it was working out. It was really, really tough to get over. I had to use a lot of resources to get over it. But
couldn't draw a kaiju, huh?
right, that's it. But yeah, back to the original question. Yeah, if you weren't going to play Called by the Grave, I would just definitely max out on more, you know, more fairies, more combo starters to really get you there.
Right.
And then we've got 2 extra Foolish Burial.
What does this do?
So this is another card. Back with that last question that you could put to 3 if you wanted.
Right.
So you pay half your life points, and then you send 1 monster from extra deck to the graveyard.
Okay.
And I believe the last part is you can't set spell or traps the turn you activate.
Not like you do that anyway, right?
That part's pretty irrelevant. But yeah, so you'll send, the Herald of Arclight. If you're going second, you have to break a board.
Right.
You can also send the Elder Entity, pop a card. So yeah, just more resources if you're going first, or you're trying to get over something like Anti-Spell.
Right.
Or, if you have to set this in the way to turn. Because Anti-Spell is that's a card that'll absolutely just destroy this deck.
Right.
But pretty solid card. I play 2 Desires.
A lot of 3-ups.
Yeah. And so 2 Desires, just being able to draw, extra fairies or just more pieces to get you there. It's always good. 1 Upstart and 1 Instant Fusion.
Right.
Instant Fusion, I also play Mud Dragon. So sometimes Dweller will come up, and it's just a really strong card right now. There's no way around it. I would say any deck that can play this Dweller should play it.
Fair enough.
So that's the main deck.
How many cards in the main?
40 cards.
40 crisp.
Yes,
All right.
I wanted to keep it up
You want to do
consistency.
extra or side, bud?
Let's do the extra deck.
All right, man.
So we've got some rank 4s. We've got Ouroboros. If you're a newer player or didn't play back then, when this card was more relevant, it takes 3 level 4s, and then has 3 separate effects, and you can activate each of them once while this is on the field.
Okay.
And it's only once per turn. So the first effect, you target a card from your, I believe it's you target a card from their hand, send it to grave. You can also compulse a card from their field, or you can banish a card from their grave.
Nice.
So a lot of utility. Most of the time I'm going first. If I can't end with Christia, I'll have the Herald with a bunch of negates, and then I'll make this, and then get rid of a card from their hand. So then just 1 less card I have to worry about negating.
Nice.
And then we've got Deltaros. Another rank 4, takes 3 level 4s, and so this card you can detach material and pop it, or pop a card on the field. What I forgot to mention back when I was showing you guys the stick and chair. So with this guy, if he is used under an Xyz that takes 3 or more materials, the monster gets an additional effect. He can pop a card on the field and destroy it, and if it does destroy it, I draw a card.
Nice.
So if you're going second, you're playing Deltaros, you make it with this guy underneath it, and then you're going to pop a card for him on the summon, and then you can pop another card for this guy.
2 cards. That's nice.
Yeah, and you get the draw for this one.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's pretty solid. And then after you make this, you do your thing, poke for some damage, then main phase 2. You make Diamond. So this guy, he's got a lot of effects. So to the point, I actually didn't make him today, and I haven't played this in a while, so I'm going to read it for you. So you can overlay him over Deltaros, and so neither player can send cards from deck to graveyard, and any card that returns from grave to the hand is banished instead.
Okay.
And then during either player's turn, when a dark monster activates effect, you can detach and destroy, negate and destroy it.
Okay.
So I actually played this. I wanted to play this against Thunder Dragons. That was my thinking.
Right.
Just because a lot of dark monsters, I figured they'd come in handy. But in general, there are a lot of decks that have a lot of dark monsters. So it just seems
pretty much the meta right now. Actually, everything's dark.
Right. And the last rank 4, we talked about it earlier.
Best one, man.
Yeah, just really, really good card. I mean, just shuts down Salad, shuts down Orcus. Just a lot of different decks that's good against. And then we got a couple links. We got Hippo Shinnigan, Nightmare Phoenix, Deco Talker, Avermax, and Borlo.
So, out of these 2, which one came up the most?
Avermax actually came up the most for me today.
Okay.
This is, in my opinion, just one of the best Link 4s right now. It's just so strong right now. Borlo's really good too, but the couple times that I had to make something big, I just went into Avermax.
Right.
And then when he leaves the field, being able to send a card is also really good.
Sweet.
But yeah, most of the time, to get Christia, you'll get the stick chairs. You'll link 2 of them off into this guy,
Right.
and then you'll link off the last stick or chair with this guy to make decode, and then that'll be exactly 4 fairies in the grave.
Right.
So you'll have this guy, Christia, Herald, and it's really, really strong. You've got a 3300 decode with your Christia, and you'll have most of the time 4 or 5 negates with Herald Perfection.
Decode as well, so for people that don't know, can also be a negate.
That's very true. Yeah, and that was why I wanted him in there, just in case I played True Draco and they tried popping something, the Herald Perfection. So that was the reasoning behind that.
Nice.
Then we've got some fusions, Thousand Eyes and Mud Dragon. So pretty, I mean, in a way, self-explanatory. This is just going second. I just want to, clear specifically Colossus.
Yes.
I put him in there just for that. I mean, there are other problematic cards, but Colossus literally says this deck cannot play.
Right.
And then Mud Dragon, just for going into rank 4s or like most of the time winning a Dweller.
Right.
Yeah. So that is that. Oh, one more. We got the Elder Entity. And that's just something, like I said, you either send with Gale Dogra or that other Foolish Burial.
Okay.
Pops a card on the field. Excuse me. And then we've got some Synchros. We've got Herald of the Arclight. Just one of the other cards, like we said earlier, that gets you there.
Yeah.
Searches out a ritual monster, ritual spell. Just if you haven't noticed by now, a lot of combo pieces, a lot of extenders. But that is it for the extra deck. Then we've got the side. So I played 2 Lancia. Obviously, really, really good against Orcust. Anything you don't want your opponent to banish, this is the go-to.
Right.
And another reason I like playing this was because it's a light fairy. So when you tribute Benton, you can search this out.
Nice.
Yes. So when I was playing Orcust round 3, this is actually what kept me in the game long enough to push at the very end. So very, very good card still. Then we've got 2 Pankratops. Everyone knows what it does. Pops a card on the field. And still one of the best going second cards right now. Just really, really strong. And then played 3 Gamma Seal. My thinking was just more hatred against stuff like Colossus.
Right.
I want to get rid of it. If I don't get rid of it, I can't play the game with this deck.
Okay, so question: how come Gamma Sil versus like Nibiru or Sphere Mode, in case you have to go against like a full board, if you have to go second?
Well, Sphere Mode I didn't want to play because then I can't normal summon. Most of the time I want my normal summon.
Okay.
Excuse me. Whether it's a Stick Chair, whether it's Manju or Gale Dogra, there's almost never going to be a turn where I don't normal summon. And Nibiru, honestly, I know it's a good card, but I'm just not really sold on it right now.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of really good players, they'll play around it, and the stuff that doesn't play around it that I can use it against, like Salad and stuff like that. My thinking was I should be able to push through their boards. I lost to Salad tonight, round 4. That was just my bad. I spoke with Luis about it afterwards. He told me what I should have done, how I could have cleared the board and probably won the game. But that was player error. That was on me. But yeah, that's why I play Gamma Seal instead. Or rather than those other 2 cards. I think Gamma Seal is the way to go.
That's fair, and it's 22, so you can beat over it with Christia and stuff as well, right?
Right, exactly.
Right.
Then I've got 3 Dark Ruler. I hate Colossus, and I want to be able to play. That was literally the only reason I played this. I just want to be able to search, because this deck, that's all it does.
Right. I actually had this card get dropped on me. My opponent, he top decked it, and I'm playing Pure Thunder, and I couldn't do nothing.
Yes.
He made Vision Trinity Hero, and that was it.
That's it. Yeah. And then we've got a 3 Cosmic Cyclone, just back row removal, getting rid of problematic, spells and traps I really, don't think I can play around or just don't want to have to worry about. Pretty self-explanatory.
All right. So why Cosmic Cyclone versus Twin Twister?
I'd rather keep the fairies in my hand.
Keep them in your hand?
Yeah, I just want the resources to be able to negate stuff in the future.
Okay.
So I don't really care about paying life points. I mean, you can, when you saw Gale Dogra, that pays 3,000 life points every time. With the other Foolish Burial card, that's half my life points.
Right.
So realistically, I don't care that much about life points. If there was a card that said, take yourself down to 1 life point and you win the game, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone would play it.
Oh, we do. It's called Raw.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, so that was the reasoning behind that. I just want to keep the resources in my hands for future negates. Because I used to play Twin Twisters, and there would be times where you just have to pitch a card, and you don't want to get rid of it.
Right.
I don't want to get rid of my the stick or the chair. you know, and it's just a combo piece that you'd rather keep in your hand.
Fair enough.
And then the last two on the side were Mind Control. So another going second card. If I can't see a card to, you know, to Kaiju Colossus or to, you know, the Dark Ruler no more, I'll just take it.
Right.
And, you know, and I'd rather try to, you know, get over one Colossus than two.
Right.
Two I'm not going to be able to do. And maybe I'll get lucky and they'll only have one Colossus, and this just, you know, this just lets me play.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the side deck, and that is the whole deck. You know, definitely a fun deck. If you, I don't know, if you think you can be really good with it, who knows? Maybe you could take it to a regionals. I don't think I'm very good with it. I'm just being honest. You pretty much just make a monster that says your opponent can't play, and I might not be the best player, but even I can do that. So that was, you know, that's the reasoning behind it. But yeah, I think it's a really good, really solid rogue deck. If you just, you know, learn the few basic combos. Pretty good.
You got any shout outs, anything you want to do before we log off?
Yeah, you know, just shout out to the team, you know, everyone who's, you know, who's been watching all the videos this far, you know, subscribing, just yeah, all you guys and the team. That's pretty much it.
All right, as a reminder, giveaway at 500 subscribers. So like, subscribe, smash it, share it, do whatever you guys got to do. Let's get the word out.
All right, guys, thanks a lot.
All right, thanks, guys.